It's a throwback to the Hollywood glamour of the 1940s, a time when the swimming pool was a stage and water ballet was all the rage. Well, fast forward 70 years and a group called the Aqualillies is resurrecting that notion. They perform at celebrity pool parties and in music videos. And as Christina Stevens reports, the Lilies are now heading north to Canada.
They walk amongst us, cleverly disguised as regular women. But regular women don't tie up retro swimsuits, put on a layer of waterproof makeup, and transform into Aqualillies. These not-so-regular women are mermaids for hire.
Amanda, Courtney, Tours, Samantha.
Some people refer to us as underwater Rockettes.
Forget champagne. The hip pool party host has a new trick. Hire a group of water ballerinas.
It adds an X factor to your party.
Samantha LaRose became an Aqualilly last summer.
I can guarantee the majority of guests at a party haven't seen anything like us.
It all started in LA, land of the freeway, the nip and tuck, and the pool party.
The creator, Misha Christman, she went to a pool party and saw this empty pool, and essentially she just went, look, we should fill this. This is a stage we could use.
So Misha started filling that stage. She recruited retired competitive synchronized swimmers and plunked them in a scene straight out of an old Hollywood movie.
So we essentially blend that old Hollywood synchro with the modern athletic synchronized swimming and make it into a show that you can have in a public pool or your backyard private pool.
Glamorous, sexy, vintage, fun,
Athletic,
chic,
timeless.
It's a throwback to a time when the midriff was rarely seen and sex appeal was in a flirty, playful smile. 40s Hollywood screen legend and former synchronized swimmer Esther Williams is the inspiration behind it all.
She's been a huge icon for us. It's definitely nice to be able to pay tribute back to her because she's like the mother of synchronized swimming.
I think the draw to having that old Hollywood retro glamorous style is that I don't know if you see it all the time anymore. The women dressed in a certain way and they look just beautiful. It's just empowering, I think.
More than half a century later, that old school synchro style is undergoing a revival. Poolside, they're all flirty charm. In the water, their poetry in, well, synchronized motion.
You have to have everything. You have to have the presence and the glamour, but also the dedication to be athletic and to do the sport.
There's definitely a vision of who we are and what we're supposed to portray. And that's a glamorous, beautiful, athletic, positive, passionate woman.
Behind the parasols and flowery swim caps, it takes Herculean strength to pull off these moves. It also takes nose clips and Visine.
Our nose clips are our savior. They really help us stay upside down, hold our breath for a long amount of time. We all do swim with our eyes open underwater. So the whole time our eyes are open, which is pretty hard on the eyes. There's lots of Visine to go through.
There's one more thing these women can do better than mere mortals.
I think the longest I ever held my breath was like 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
I can hold my breath for probably just over a minute. Used to be a lot longer when I was a competitive synchronized swimmer, but still not bad.
When you think of pool parties, Las Vegas, Hollywood, Miami come to mind. But this year, the Aqualillies have decided to bravely head north, where outdoor pools give way to outdoor skating rinks.
Canadian season, it's much shorter, but we still have that outdoor pool scene.
They tested the waters this past summer in Toronto.
It went really well. It was a crowd of over a couple thousand people, and everyone seemed to love it, and it was really an upbeat performance, and it seemed to put smiles on people's faces.
There are only a handful of northern Aqualillies right now, but there are a whole lot more anxious to bloom. Retired Canadian synchro swimmers have flooded Samantha's inbox with audition tapes.
I started swimming in Calgary.
In Surrey. After they leave competitive synchro, they have that little bit of a void. They're not going to the pool anymore. They're not, expressing that creative side or that athletic side.
Only a few of those athletes will make the Aqualillies cut.
You may be an Olympic swimmer, but you still have to have that performance aspect. So we're looking for a lot, not just the synchronized swimming ability.
Bringing lilies to a party doesn't come cheap. These guys, Justin Bieber, and New Kids on the Block can afford it. The truth is, this act is going to ding the budget a bit more than chips and dip.
It completely ranges. It depends on how many swimmers you want, the size of your pool, how much choreography. It'll be more into the thousands because there is a lot of rehearsal.
But chips and dip just make a party. Lilies make a splash.
I feel, this type of performance was big in the 50s and it's modernized a bit, but I think it's going to continue on. I don't see it being a fad. I think it's going to last a long time.
So at your next pool party, keep an eye peeled. If you're lucky, that bright flash in the water might just be an aqualily.
Coming up next week on 16 by 9, we've all heard of hoarding because of reality TV. But now it's been classified as a mental disorder, and that has landlords and tenants worried about the consequences.
If their living circumstances are now hazardous because of fire risk or bugs or any one of a myriad of problems that can come along with it, we would say this may be a hoarding disorder.
I saw a smoke ahead, I saw the fire trucks and so on. You could see just how devastating the fire was. I'll show you where they are. There should be an alphabetical index in here. There's a criminal code here from 1995. Those red books over there, the boxes have sort of taken away the access. To me, they were more valuable than, say, a Picasso or a Van Gogh or something like that.
It's very exciting that the mental health community is recognizing hoarding.
It's a situation that probably could have been prevented if the housing provider had been more on top of it.
Myself, on behalf of my clients, I want to see the diagnosis. If the government is making these policies and writing this legislation to say you have to take care of this guy, but you also better make sure that your building's up to snuff, maybe they should be providing the housing.
And that is our broadcast for tonight. I'm Carolyn Jarvis. From all of us here at 16 by 9, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.